All right, let's talk weather now with Tim Pandages. We've got a live look over Herman Park there. Well, the trees look nice and green, but we've got a heat advisory in effect thanks to those triple-digit forecasts.
Yeah, heat is going to be the headlines going forward from here. Minimal rain chances in that forecast, at least through the middle of next week. Triple-digit high temperatures. That's just the air temperature. On top of that, with the humidity, it'll feel like it's close to 110, if not hotter than that at times this weekend. Now, the heat looks to break, and our rain risk increases by the middle of next week. We'll talk a little bit more about that coming up in the 7-day in just a minute or two. 92 outside right now this lunch hour on your Friday. Dew point at 74, so it feels 10 degrees hotter, and this is the number we're really going to be focused on as we head through the next 72 hours. Now, heat advisories are currently in place in all the cities and counties in orange, and that's for the likelihood of that heat index number to get north of 108 this afternoon. Now, tomorrow and Sunday, I expect the entire area to be at least under a heat advisory. There's even talk of an excessive heat warning, and we're not alone. Look at the expanse of those heat advisories and excessive heat warnings. So what's the difference between the two? Well, that heat advisory is if the air temperature, or the heat index, I should say, gets north of 108. Excessive heat warning is when the heat index can get as high as 115. You can see the criteria is different in different areas of Texas. 110, you got to get the heat index to get a heat advisory to the north and to the south. We're right in the middle there at 108. Currently, numbers are in the low to mid 90s. 94 at Tomball, 93 at Katy, already 96 in El Campo. Coolest spot we could find is Palacios at 89. Heat indices already in the triple digits. It feels like 104 in Conroe, 103 in El Campo, 101 outside at Hobby. Now, FUTURETRACK shows our heat index values by this afternoon getting north of that 108, which is why that heat advisory is in place northwest of the city. Fast forward to tomorrow afternoon, and those heat index values climbing once again. 110 it could feel like in Pearland by tomorrow afternoon and evening, 108 in El Campo, 109 in Huntsville, 110 in College Station. Sunday will be very, very similar. Feeling like 112 at Tomball, 110 at Brenham. Look at Columbus, potentially feeling as hot as 115 degrees. So it's been a hot year so far in Houston. We've had 55 days of 90 degrees or warmer temperatures. 32 of those have been warmer than 95. And so far we've clocked 6 days of triple-digit heat compared to last year when there was none. We're going to add more to this list headed through the next several days. Radar outside right now is quiet. Now, there is the minor chance that we see a pop-up shower or storm this afternoon. Those chances only stand at around 10%. Those lucky 10% that do see it will be great. It'll cool you down briefly, but then it's just going to get mighty humid out there. Things quiet down right into the overnight, just like we saw yesterday. So your weekend forecast, very, very hot and humid. The record 102 on Saturday will be close at 101. On Sunday, I think we tie that record of 101, if not break it with how hot it's going to be. Tropical Atlantic is nice and quiet. No development expected over the next 5 days. And a big reason for that is this large plume of Saharan dust that puts the kibosh on any development that'll move and translate west. And then we'll likely see things get a little more active by later this month. Highs today, 100 in Houston, 103 Brenham, 101 out in Katy. And it doesn't get any better through the weekend, just hotter. 101 Saturday and Sunday, even in early next week, still in the triple digits. There's that increasing rain chance by Wednesday and Thursday, with temperatures falling back into the low 90s. Sherman?
All right, let's fast forward to December. Thank you. Heat stroke, of course, a big risk when temperatures reach the mid-90s and higher. And here are some warning signs to pay attention to. If you're feeling exhausted or tired, you have shortness of breath, rapid heart rate. So stay in the shade if you can, wear light clothing, and stay hydrated. CDC says if you're working in the heat, you should drink 8 ounces of water every 15 to 20 minutes. Being in the sun and drinking alcohol, a 1-2 punch for dehydration. Be sure to download our hurricane preparedness guide as well before the next storm hits. Point your phone camera at the code on your screen to download it, or you can head to khou.com/hurricane.